Hello and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Aaron Porras here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
There's been another arrest in the Israeli Arab village of Al-Fahim. This time it's an Islamic cleric who also heads a branch of the Islamic movement that was banned by Israel. Police have just taken Sheikh Raed Salah into custody on charges of rallying violence on the Temple Mount and publicly inciting terrorism against Israel to his followers. This isn't Salah's first arrest either. He was released earlier this year after serving a 9-month sentence for inciting violence and racism. In that case, he had been convicted of delivering a sermon to his followers, praising Arab martyrs on the Temple Mount, and it seems the sheikh hasn't stopped with his speeches. Now under suspicion by police as a central instigator of stirring terrorism, the sheikh is also the head of the northern branch of the Islamic movement, which rejects the Oslo peace accords between Israel and the Palestinians, boycotts elections, and was outlawed in 2015. The group has long been linked to violence and acts of terror in Israel, and Salah preaches in Al-Fahim, which is also the home of the 3 terrorists who shot and killed 2 Israeli cops at the Temple Mount last month, in an incident that sparked some of the bloodiest weeks of violence between Israel and the Palestinians in years. The 3 young terrorists were killed in the incident and hailed as martyrs for Al-Aqsa at their funeral. In other terror-related news, in a tragic twist of events, the cousin of 16-year-old Mohammed Abu Khader, who was kidnapped and murdered by Jewish extremists in 2014, has just been arrested, along with 2 accomplices. The cousin, whose name is also Mohammed Abu Khader, and his friends Abbas Salahi and Amro Ma'atouk have been indicted on charges of membership of the PFLP, a terror organization, conspiring to commit murder, attempting to illegally purchase weapons, possession of arms, shooting in residential areas, attempting to attack policemen, rioting, and more. Abu Khader has also had 3 prior convictions for rioting, attempting to attack police, vandalizing a vehicle, and endangering human life. He has also already been to prison and was released on probation. The 3 boys are all from the Shuafat neighborhood of East Jerusalem and were allegedly caught meeting multiple times over the past few months, conspiring to attack Israelis. The indictment says they planned a shooting/bridge bombing in Nablus against civilian vehicles and participated in stone throwing and rioting as well. In the wake of the tragic Saturday protests in Virginia that left 1 woman dead and 19 injured, famous Jewish personalities Pink and Regina Spektor are now weighing in. The 2 singer-songwriters were both in Berlin on tour when the white supremacist rally gathered in Charlottesville, and both took to social media to share their outrage. Pink, who was born Alicia Beth Moore, said, quote, "It's incredible to watch neo-Nazis march in 2017 while I, a Jewish woman, headline a show in Berlin where these tunnels were built by Hitler. My heart aches for the amount of hatred in this world," end quote. Regina Spektor made similar comments, writing a long message that ends with a video overlaying President Trump's campaign speeches over video from the American Civil Rights era. As an immigrant to America herself, Spektor wrote a plea to unite across boundaries and through walls of prejudice, and she shared her emotional response to the attack, saying, quote, "My crying doesn't do very much, but I still cry. I cry for the ignorance, the hate, the lack of education. I cry for the future, and I cry full of hope," end quote. We can all hope such words actually reach their intended ears. New immigrants, or Olim Chadashim, are arriving in Israel almost every day. But now, the daughter of United States Ambassador to Israel David Friedman has jumped on the bandwagon, and has just officially made ALIYAH. Friedman was there to greet his daughter, Talia Friedman, at Ben Gurion Airport, where she finalized her immigration and officially became an Israeli citizen. Talia, a 23-year-old nurse, arrived with over 200 other immigrants on a flight organized by Nefesh B'Nefesh, a group that helps Jews from North America and the UK make Aliyah. The American ambassador was beaming with joy, greeting reporters and taking questions as his daughter made her first steps as an official Israeli. Quote, "We just want her to be happy," he told reporters. "This is something she always wanted to do. She loves Israel. We all love Israel. Our whole family loves Israel. And this is her dream. We're very proud of her," end quote. It looks like Talia will be settling in Jerusalem for the time being and plans on using her skills as a nurse to strengthen the Jewish state. Much to their pleasant surprise, Chinese soccer club Guangzhou RNF is getting way more than what they bargained for in Israeli footballer Aaron Zahavi. Zahavi was drafted from Maccabi Tel Aviv just last year for only 7.2 million euros, a measly sum for athletes of his caliber. But the versatile player has proven himself worthy by shattering Chinese Super League records one after the next and scoring a whopping 23 goals in 22 appearances. That makes him the top scorer in the league, which is even more impressive when you consider that Guangzhou RNF is 6th place out of 16. Finally, though Zahavi does admit that he misses the European League, he's also made it clear that he's happy to be where he is. Recently, he described his work saying, quote, "I'm facing new challenges in China. The league here is developing and I try to help Chinese soccer develop here and around the world." End quote. He continued, "I think people in China like to see RNF and how we play. I think it's a very important part of football that the fans enjoy coming to the game." Well, it looks like if he ever does have to go back to the EuroLeague, he'll be sorely missed in China.
That's all for now. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.